super excited about this video. This is a follow-up to a previous video where we took a look at the ESR Magsafe ring adapter. And so today we're going to be looking at two different products that turn essentially a phone case that's not Magsafe compatible or magnetic into a phone case that is. We're going to be looking at the ESR updated version of the ESR HaloLock Ring Adapter. And then we're also going to be looking at the Spigen Onetap Ring Adapter. You can get both of these on Amazon for less than $15. I believe the Spigen one is $14.99 and the ESR is $12.99. So we're going to do an install of these. We're going to install these on two cases that aren't Magsafe compatible. They're still magnetic charging compatible, just not Magsafe. One of those is the Spigen Thin Fit, one of my favorite cases for the iPhone. The other one is the Kadabi Lucid Clear, which I've already installed the Spigen on this case. And so I've used it for a couple weeks now. We're actually going to take it off and reinstall this new ring a second time. So yeah, so we're going to take a look at those. We'll talk about some of the questions. I've had a lot of questions in my last video about these ring adapters. Can they go inside the case? Which the answer is no, they shouldn't go inside the case. We'll talk more about that here in a second. How thick are they? How thin are they? You know, how do they work? So we're gonna go over all those questions. We're gonna install these on these cases, do a comparison, and I'll let you know afterwards which one I think you should buy if you're gonna pick up one of these products. I'll leave them both linked down below in the comments, so let's get into it. So first up, we're gonna take a look at the Spigen ring adapter and see what's in the packaging here. One of the things you'll notice is the ring adapter kind of came off of the guide that comes with it, the template that comes with it. So if that happens, it's not an issue. That the material on that template is not very sticky. You can just put it back on. It's not going to hurt the process or hurt the ring adapter. That's not the adhesive that will be applied to the back of the phone. So that's not, there's nothing wrong with that ring coming off of there. And then for the ESR, you get a wet wipe and a dry wipe. One of the key differences here is you do get two ring adapters with the ESR package. You only get one with the Spigen, so that is a little bit of a bonus if you're going to go with the ESR product. And then you get a little bit of a different style template, one for an iPhone, one for a Samsung. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. And then the two cases we're going to be doing, the Kadabi clear case, and then the Spigen Thin Fit. So one of the things while I'm applying this here is I want to talk about the rings themselves. The rings are not made of magnetic material. They're just metal. And the purpose for them is to create a stronger bond with whatever Magsafe accessory, whether that's a charger or a wallet or a car mount. The metal ring serves as a metallic connection point for that magnet in that accessory to connect with. So a lot of people ask me, can you put the ring on the inside of the case, between the phone and the case? Probably you can. These rings are pretty thin material. However, I wouldn't recommend it because you're then putting the material of the case in between the ring and whatever Magsafe accessory you're wanting to use. So you're weakening the connection point there by putting the material of the case between it. That's why I recommend put this on the outside of the case. That's what they're intended for. So with the Spigen template here, what you want to do is you want to use the lines on the top and the side just to center that ring on your case. So I'm just I haven't taken the adhesive strip off yet, so I'm just lining it up and getting ready to actually apply the ring. And so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that plastic off that was covering up the adhesive, and now I'm ready to actually apply the ring to the back of the phone. You just want to get that lined up as much as you can, centered vertically and horizontally using those lines. And if you need to adjust it a little bit, it's not the end of the world. I will say this though, once you apply it, this thing is extremely difficult to get off. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I had this on the case. I'd already applied a Spigen ring to this case, and I wanted to take it off to apply a new one and to film it. And it was a very difficult process to get this thing off the case. First off, it just wouldn't come off, and then secondly, it left a lot of residue. So the residue did come off with some good, scrub wiping, but you do want to be careful of that. So the rings will hold tight. They will not come off of your case. No worries there. And then what you want to do is, I'm just testing it to make sure that the alignment, you know, worked fine, and it did. This is an ESR Magsafe charger that I'm using just to kind of test. We'll test the charging capability here in a second. Here's the Moft wallet, Magsafe wallet. That works great. So the ring is on, it's centered, and let's test the charging. And the charging is working just fine. So, you know, these cases are Magsafe charging compatible out of the box. It's just the ring strengthens the magnetic hold. So there's no issues with the charging there. And one of the things I've learned is, even if you get the ring slightly offline, there's not going to be an issue. It's not going to interrupt the charging connection. So you're going to be fine. If you don't get it perfectly centered, you're going to be just fine. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to be perfect, but you do want to get as close as you can to having it center aligned. And it's a nice strong, you know, hold. It held that wallet pretty well. So this is the Spigen Onetap Ring Adapter up close. Very thin material. The ring itself is not as thick as the ESR ring, and it has kind of a carbon fiber look to it. So next up, we're going to take a look at the ESR ring. So I'm going to put on the Spigen Thin Fit case. And the application process on this one is just a little bit different. So it comes with these templates, and this is an adapter that actually plugs into your power port. So make sure you align it the right way so that it's going to, you're using the essentially the iPhone connector as opposed to an Android, you know, USB-C versus the Apple connector. And so you're going to, you know, insert the template in, and then put that in, actually insert that into your power port, and it should line the ring at the appropriate location on your phone. Now, one of the tricks that I like to do is I actually take this Magsafe charger and I'll actually put it on the back of the phone to make sure that the template is aligning in the proper location. And I noticed here that it just wasn't able to get high enough on the case with this, you know, blue-green strip connected. So I actually end up taking the blue-green strip off so that I can get better alignment. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off. That'll give me a little bit more room to move it around. I'll put the template back on, add the Magsafe charger, get it in the right spot, and just kind of hold that down with my hand. Just want to double check and make sure I've got the right location there. And now I'm going to get out the ESR HaloLock ring. You'll have to remove the plastic that's covering the adhesive. And this is just a 360 ring. I'm gonna try to get that ESR logo lined up at the bottom. So remove that plastic, and then you're just gonna drop it down right in the middle of that template. And it does have a little wiggle room, so if you don't get it perfect at first and you need to wiggle it around just a little bit, you kind of can. But once you get it on there and press down, it's pretty solid. So that is how you install the ESR 360 ring. So both installation processes, very easy. You know, you do benefit if you have a Magsafe charger that you can use to kind of align the ESR ring up with. But they have a good hold. Now, if you shake the wallet enough on any wallet, it's gonna fall. But the wallet has a, you know, it's a great hold on that Moft wallet. It's gonna work just fine for you. And then let's check the charging for the ESR. And it is charging. So you can see the lightning symbol there. Charging works just fine. Connecting to a car mount. I'm not showing the car mount here, but I have used both of these in my car, on my car mount. No issues at all. They actually create a very strong hold. And there you have it. So you have the Spigen Onetap Magsafe adapter and the ESR HaloLock 360 ring. Both are great products. I would recommend both of them, no problem at all. There are a couple of differences to them though that you might consider. One being the ESR is a little bit thicker than the Spigen. It is a kind of a thicker product, as well as the Spigen kind of has that handlebar down below, which is kind of an alignment bar that some Magsafe accessories use to kind of align themselves appropriately to the back of your case. The ESR does not have that alignment bar. All right, so today we looked at the ESR 360 ring adapter and the Spigen Onetap Magsafe ring adapter. So which one would I buy? You know, what might you consider if you're looking to buy one of these ring adapters? So first and foremost, if you pick up the ESR for $12.99, you do get 2 in the box, whereas with the Spigen, you only get 1 in the box. Whether you're picking up the Spigen or the ESR, I definitely recommend you go with the black colorway. They do also offer these in more of a silver color, and I just feel like the black just looks better. Especially up against a black colored case, but even on the clear case, I like the darker. This actually has a carbon fiber type of look to it, and so I actually kind of like that carbon fiber better. The other nuance here is, if you notice on the Spigen has a little handle that comes down below the actual ring. A lot of Magsafe wallets and Magsafe accessories make use of that additional magnetic point to hold on to, and it helps keep your accessory straight on the back of your phone. The ESR does not have that, so the ESR is just a 360 ring that goes on the back of your case. I haven't found this being an issue. I've used the ESR quite a bit. I haven't found it being an issue at all for me, whether it's my wallet I'm plugging on, or it's a car mount in the car, or it's, you know, the Magsafe charger itself. However, if that's something important to you, then definitely keep in mind you need to go Spigen in that case. So for me, out of these two, I'm probably gonna pick up the Spigen for one reason and one reason only. Really 2 reasons actually. One is the Spigen is a little bit thinner in terms of the thickness of the band of the ring. And then I just really like this carbon fiber look. So it really boils down to I like the carbon fiber look on this. Really no other reason. They're both great products. Again, links to these products are down below. Hey, if you like this video, if this was helpful to you, give me a subscribe, give me a like, and stay tuned for more videos. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you later. Thanks guys, peace.